here to just help you with those issues. And so I have here a couple different size balls. So if you have a tennis ball at home, grab one of those. And I also have a yoga strap, so you can grab a towel, to be honest, or a belt, and that will work. So that's what we're using today. So I'm going to start with something called just like a tennis ball, and I'm going to, actually I'll leave this on and just kind of turn it. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take the tennis ball, placing it right on my neck here, and just rolling up and down along the side of my neck. So just allowing a light pressure and just bringing it down onto the shoulder blade there, onto the shoulder, the scapula, and then working it around your neck here, just to provide that little gentle pressure with the tennis ball. So that up and down motion. And then of course you can hang out in an area if you feel a tighter knot. Like I have a little tighter knot right below the occipital, and just right here, just kind of circling the ball, maybe providing a little more pressure and maybe moving the head side to side, letting that release some tension. We're going to do the same on the other side. So taking your time with this for video purposes, I'm going to just kind of show you the process, but you might want to spend 10, 15, even 20 minutes doing this, or do it a couple times a day. Remember, a tennis ball is very convenient to take with you in the car. I know I used to drive a lot for sales and everything, and so having your tennis ball with you to help you if you're feeling that neck tension, if you're in heavy traffic or just doing long distances, this really helps to be able to use the ball on your neck and shoulders. So that's a nice way to relax the neck a little bit. And again, just treating both sides the same, all right? So then we're going to take this strap here. And if you have a yoga strap, that's great. If you have a belt or a towel, that's all you need. So we're going to take one end. If you have a strap, use the upper end, and we're going to clasp thumb side down and palm facing away. Clasp onto your strap. Then we're going to take the strap behind us, and I'm turning around so you can see here, and have the opposite hand. So here, my right hand is on top, my left is on the bottom, and we're walking the left hand up. So you can actually pull the right hand up a little bit, bringing the left hand up, and then walk that right hand back down. So as we are here, you want to make sure that your head is staying in alignment with your neck. So if it's bending forward, allow yourself to straighten up and back. You're going to feel quite a bit of a stretch in the shoulder and in the chest here. Breathing deeply. And if you're new to this stretch, know that you can come out at any time. So go ahead and allow the bottom hand to come around, and then the top. And we're going to do this to the other side. So taking your left hand now, palm side is facing away and your thumb is down. And then taking the strap behind you, clasping with the right hand. And then walking those hands together. And remember, we're opening the shoulder, so we're going to pull that top hand up, allowing the back hand to come along with it, and then walk that top hand back down. Listen to your own body here. And if you need to, just let the bottom hand slide down a little bit if it gets too intense. Keeping your head nice and lifted. Breathing deeply here. And very slowly releasing the bottom hand and then the top. So we're going to use the strap for one more stretch. So just giving you a couple things here as you're getting used to stretching and opening your shoulders a little bit more, letting some tension out. So we're going to take the strap, lift it up above, and I'm sorry, let me adjust the screen just a tiny bit here so you can see a little better. All right. So seated in a nice comfy position, we're going to take the hands about shoulder width, okay? Reach it up and find that tension here. So pulling the hands apart. And then slowly we're going to reach those arms back a little bit, letting the hands come further apart. Holding here and breathing. Notice the stretch. And then as you take the arms back a little bit more, allow the hands to come further apart on your strap. Notice the stretch in your shoulders. And then slowly allow yourself to take the hands all the way to the end. If you have a strap, fold it over and reach back, letting your shoulders draw down and feeling the stretch as your hands are just reaching out. And then we're going to slowly bring it back up and bring it around. All right. So one more without any tools whatsoever. So we're going to take your left hand back behind you, placing it behind your glutes. We're going to take the right hand and we're going to take the head and allow it to come over to the opposite side as the hand that's back. Maybe take your hand that's the same side that your head is tilting to. So right now my right hand is back, my left hand is grabbing a hold of my head. And if that was a little much, I can always come in here and rub my neck and just feel that release and tension. So if you feel any tightness, feel free to kind of massage all along the neck and the top of the shoulders here, getting a little release, creating that space from the ears to the shoulders. And while you're here, allow a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, letting go of things that are no longer serving you. Allowing that breath to flow all the way into the diaphragm, letting the tummy expand. And exhaling all the way. Very slowly taking that hand down and bringing the head back to center and bringing your shoulders back and around. Go ahead and roll the shoulders up and back a couple of times here. I'm going to go to the other side. So taking now your left hand, actually it's my left hand, it may be your right, reaching it just behind your glutes. And we're going to allow the head to tip over to the opposite shoulder. Maybe taking the hand up to the top of the head, opening the opposite side of the neck. Letting that hand that's down draw the shoulder down, creating more stretch. And if you need to, once again, notice the tension that you're getting. You might be feeling it up towards your ear. It might be coming all the way into your shoulder. Allow yourself to gently rub that tension. And reconnect with your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Continue rubbing the neck as much as you need to, or maybe it feels best to have the hand on the head. Listen to what your body is needing today. Very gently taking the hand away from the head or neck and bringing the other hand back to the knees. All right, let's give us some head nods. So let's slowly let the head nod forward, opening the back of the neck. And let's take an inhale, taking your head over to the right shoulder. Exhale, draw it back to center. Inhale, lifting left ear over left shoulder. And continue going back and forth. Exhaling as you lower the head, inhaling to rise, going back and forth. And maybe even taking a circle back. Creating a full circle here. And then switching to take a full circle the other way. And go ahead and rock the head a little bit side to side. Maybe taking the hands back up to the neck and shoulder area. If there's any tension there, try to give a gentle little rub here. And then when you feel enough, go ahead and bring the hands back to the knees. And we're going to slowly let the head restack above the spine. And let's take those arms wide, bringing them to shoulder height, elbows to shoulder height. We're going to take your right elbow below the left and cross them. So maybe your hands are right here, apart, and that's okay. As you bring your hands, you bring your elbows crossed like this, you're going to raise them up to shoulder height. Maybe you can bring your fingers around to wrap to your palm. Feel the stretch on the back of the shoulders. And maybe even hinging forward, keeping the lift, letting the shoulders and elbows stay in alignment. And inhale as you rise, letting those elbows come up a little more. And lowering back down, untwisting the arms. Go ahead and open them wide. Exhale as we bring the left elbow below the right, crossing the elbows, and then seeing where your hands are. They can stay right here, or if you're able, they can cross. Bringing the elbows up about shoulder height. Taking a deep breath here. And let's exhale as we bow forward, keeping the elbows in alignment with the shoulders. Inhale to rise, letting a little lift happen with the head. And then releasing back down, letting the shoulders open wide, letting the chest open wide. And go ahead and interlace those fingers behind your back and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Try to draw, if you wish, you can come to your knees. And this allows the palms to press together as you draw back and down, letting the chest open. And letting the shoulders draw back. And then slowly releasing those hands. Go ahead and give yourself a hug because we've been working in opposition there. Taking your arms wide and taking it to the other side. Then inhale, letting those arms come down. Let's go ahead and inhale, circling up. And exhale, drawing down, letting the shoulders lower away from the ears. Inhaling up. And exhaling down one more time. Inhale it up. And exhale it down. All right, so that's just a few stretches and exercises to do to loosen the neck and shoulders. I hope that helps you to feel a little bit better. So be sure to give me feedback. Let me know if this was helpful, if you're looking for anything more. I'll be posting more body-specific stretches and information to help you out so you can feel your best and live the life that you want. So for now, thank you for joining me. Namaste.